Hello team. Today I wanted to share a very important topic that all of us use almost every single day. Project updates. Sounds simple, right? But honestly, the way we communicate project updates can completely change how customers, leadership, and even our own team perceive us. So for the next few minutes, I want to share a very simple framework that can improve both your internal communication and your client-facing communication almost immediately. One thing I have observed across many project calls, stand-ups, and even in my one-on-one discussions is this. Updates are either usually too positive or too negative, right? Like either people say, Karthik, everything is fine, all is well, or the entire meeting becomes a discussion about problems, blockers, escalations. Honestly, neither creates real visibility. A strong consulting and delivery communication sits somewhere in the middle. It is about being transparent without creating panic and being confident without hiding reality. That balance is what helps people move from being just an executor to becoming a trusted advisor. Two principles I always tell the team is this. Do not report status passively, report status with an ownership. Never bring only problems, bring problems with a proposed path forward. So from the customer perspective, if we think all they are looking for is just 4 key questions to be answered during a project update. Where things stand, what challenges exist, what we are doing about them, what support do we need. So over time, one simple framework that has helped me to structure the project updates better, both internally and with customers, is what I call the CARE framework. A very simple way to communicate and answer all those 4 questions. Now, let me break this down. CARE stands for C, current status, A, areas of challenge, R, resolution plan, E, expected support. This exactly answers all those 4 questions that the other person will be expecting. Where things stand, what challenges exist, what we are doing about them, what support we need. So the idea is simple. So whenever you're providing your updates, always start with the C first, right? Share the current status. What are you working on? What is completed? And when do you expect the completion? Second, talk honestly about the challenges. Not emotionally, not defensively, just transparently say what the challenges are. Once you share the challenge, don't stop there. Go to the third section. Share the resolution plan. What are you doing about it? How are you planning to solve it? What actions are already in progress? And once that is done, then finally, clearly communicate the support you need. If you need any support, clearly call it out. Because people cannot help you if they don't know what you need. That is the mindset behind the CARE framework. Now let's see why this CARE framework is powerful when it comes to the project updates. Let me give you a very simple example, right? Like we don't even need to go to the project updates here. Like imagine you're sitting inside an airport waiting for your flight. Now suddenly the airline announces, hey, your flight to Dallas is delayed due to operational issues. Please wait here. We will provide you more updates. We are working on it. How does this sound? You're frustrated, right? The moment you hear this, so many questions start running in your mind. What happened? How long is the delay? Are they fixing it? Should I wait? Should I reschedule? Should I book my accommodation here? Why does the panic happen? Because the update has no structure. The update has no information or no confidence is actually shown in the update. So now imagine if we provide the same update with the CARE framework, how will it look? Let's start with C, current status. Your flight to Dallas is currently delayed by 45 minutes. A, areas of challenge. We identified a technical issue during the pre-flight checks. Resolution plan. Our engineering team is currently working on resolving the issue and additional inspections are already in progress. And then comes the expected support. We request all passengers to stay calm and remain near the gate while we complete the final formality and clearance process. Now see the difference. Same problem, same delay, but now suddenly people feel informed, confident and calmer. because the communication created clarity and trust. Project communication works exactly the same way. Now let's apply the same thinking to a customer project update. Imagine a customer is asking me, Karthik, where do we stand on the archive project? Without structure, my update would pretty much look like this. We are working on the archive project, currently working on some dependency issues. We are making some good progress. We are waiting on confirmation from DBAs. Same thing. Now the customer gets nervous, the team sounds very reactive, and nobody leaves the call with a clarity. So let's apply our CARE framework here. Current status. Database dependency analysis is complete for the master and reporting databases. We are currently working on CRM database and expected completion is somewhere around Thursday, end of day. Immediately the customer sees the progress and they also have an idea on the timeline. Areas of challenge. We are seeing some inconsistencies between what our DBA is providing and also the business team is providing. So there are a lot of confusions between the business DBA and the development team, more from the CRM table perspective. So notice we acknowledge that there is a challenge, but we are acknowledging it and we are staying calm. And now comes the third part, the resolution. We consolidated all discrepancies from our end into a tracking sheet, and we are trying to schedule a call between all of these different groups, and we are working on getting the first available time. Now the discussion shifts from the problem discussion to a solution execution discussion, and the last part is the expected support. We need business confirmation on all these tables. So is there any way you could actually push the business team to get to this call as soon as possible? Now this completely changes the customer experience. Now the customer sees the progress, ownership, a recovery plan, and a clear collaboration need. That's why CARE framework always works, because it builds trust, it builds accountability, and it creates a solution-oriented communication instead of reactive communication. And honestly, if practiced consistently, this one small habit can significantly improve how people perceive your ownership, leadership, and professionalism. So going forward, whether you're providing Slack updates during one-on-one internal project huddles, customer stand-up meetings, your daily customer, weekly customer, it really doesn't matter. Force yourself to apply the CARE framework, and I would genuinely love to hear the results. Thank you.